It's the Bears and Buffalo Show.
And we're live, Bears and Buffalo Podcast, Season 7, Episode 18. Back at it again for week, what are we at, 15 of football.
Week 15. That snuck up quick. Fantasy playoffs are starting this week.
Yes, they are.
We're in the final 4 games of the regular season for the NFL. It's crazy.
Can we go back like 3 weeks? I feel like the season's going to end, and I'm going to be like, damn, it's over
Yeah,
already.
it's going to be January. And be like, oh, we have like 2 games a week, 1 game a week. Oh, we got to wait a week for the Super Bowl. And the Super Bowl's going to be over. It's going to be freezing cold in the middle of February. And we're like, all right, We're depressed now.
Absolutely. And what a great Bills game we had last week. Good comeback. We ended up with a win, so that's good. But could it have started better? Yeah. Most of that game I was in angry mode, I'll just say.
We were texting each other. We were not happy about the way the game started. That first half sucked.
Very sloppy. I get it. There was snow. We can blame the snow if we want to. But, yeah, I was a little worried the first half. The second half, we got our shit together. But in the end, the Bills come out with a win. Before we talk Bills, though, let's talk some beer. And I got the headset on. Didn't realize. Hold on.
That's all right. You want to wear it for comfort, wear it for comfort.
I don't like it, though.
It's old school. It's the way we used to do it before we were on YouTube. We both have headsets on, talking in front of each other like, why do we have a headset on?
Well, I do like it, but for whatever reason, in the old software on the iPad, it was crystal clear where like it was no delay. There is just the slightest like delay on this when I hear myself talk, so it messes with me. I can't have it on the whole time.
Gotcha.
All right.
You're on beer duty this week. So
I am on beer duty. Let me throw up on the screen here.
Don't throw up.
I won't. Christmas in Lewiston, dude. This is
dark.
Is it?
This is dark.
Okay. This is a local one here, another local from Brickyard Brewing Company out of Lewiston, New York. I picked this up actually 2 weeks ago when I was buying whatever that was I bought 2 weeks ago and saw this there. And I was like, this is be a good one for later in December. Oh, yeah, this is darker. Wow.
That's very dark. I was
not expecting it to be that.
It doesn't say what it is on the can. It just says winter warmer. It doesn't tell you what kind of beer it is. So I'm very concerned.
Dude, it smells incredible, though.
Oh, this smells like Christmas.
Yeah, this has got like...
Actually, you know what it smells like? It smells like Jägermeister.
This
smells like Jägermeister, brother.
No, it's way more... Okay, I can get a little behind that. I can get a little behind that. And I hate Jaeger. You love it.
I love me some Jaeger.
You love it.
Like, wait a minute. That smells familiar.
I hate it. I hate Jaeger. This does. It's got like a little Jaeger on it. Cheers. I know you took a sip, but cheers.
Oh, yeah, cheers. Well, I was very to the top.
I know.
It's got it's not pure Jaeger flavor, but it does kind of taste a little bit like
dude.
Jaeger. It's a very watered down Jägermeister flavor, I feel like.
I could drink that if that's what Jaeger tastes like, but I'm not a fan.
It needs to be a little thicker if it's Jägermeister, but
it smells like, it really does smell like Christmas. That's a weird note to say, yeah. But I don't know what that is, like cinnamon or like
maybe a little bit of nutmeg.
Nutmeg, that's what it is. It's like nutmeg or something, or some sort of like Christmas spice, like the spices or whatever.
Yeah,
but it is like a nutmeg. And the taste too, you can get. It's like, I don't know. It's kind of like a dark fruit, like what kind of dark fruit I could be thinking of, but
fig?
Maybe fig.
Newtons, those were good.
Man, we're diving deep into this this beer episode here, dude. This is phenomenal. Good head I poured on it.
This is really good. Yeah, I poured a very small head. I got the full can in there though, in one pour. So,
no, dude, that is honestly, I thought, one, I didn't know what it was going to look like and I also didn't see pictures online. Too many of them, what it looked like as far as the color. It came out dark. I was like, oh.
It looks like Jaeger too. It's the same color.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like this is.
It looks like Jaeger, smells like Jaeger, but it's a watered down flavor of Jaeger. So
it almost tastes like Jaeger, but it's not Jaeger.
I think it's pretty good.
Let's throw this on the screen here. Episode 18, Christmas Lewiston, Brickyard Brewing Co. We've done them before. I don't know if that was your favorite as well, but I think both are favorites here.
The Bronco.
White Bronco. And I believe we did one of theirs last year too. They always have good offerings. This is part of their seasonal offerings. The winter warmer, they're calling it. I would say, I don't know if it's a mix of a hybrid and a Bock or
It's stout-ish almost.
Hybrid and a Bach. A hybrid of a lager and a Bach. I don't know. I caught myself there.
Yeah, I really don't know how to explain this one. It's not
this
a
shit
stout.
is.
It's not a porter. It's not a lager.
Someone in the comments needs to tell us what the fuck a winter warmer is.
So if anybody's watching, can you call Lewiston, the Brickyard Brewing Company in Lewiston, and just say, hey, what kind of beer is your winter warmer? Because we have no clue.
You can do it live. You can do it 4 days later. I don't care. I just need to. I'll check the comments 4 days later.
Yeah, right.
I need to know what a winter warmer is.
If anybody watching live calls and then calls me, I'll answer right now on stream.
Yeah, we need to know what the winter warmer is. All right. Score wise. What'd you give last week? I don't even think I wrote your score down, bro. I did.
It was an 8.
Okay.
That's why I couldn't see it, because it was a single digit.
Geez, this was.
I'm probably gonna go right around the same. I think this is just as good. I think this is also an 8. I don't think it's
back-to-back 8s.
Yeah, back-to-back 8s. I think it's a good drinkable beer, not crushable. You don't want to drink too many of them. I think these might give you a stomach ache.
You can't. Oh yeah, you did give a flat 9.
I can do whatever I want.
Right.
I don't have to do what you do.
I stick with the Portnoy rule. All right, I will.
Yeah, you're not Dave Portnoy. Relax.
Dude, I think I did give Hell's Lager too high of a score last week. It should have been closer. It was good, but I think an 8.2, 8.3 was probably better for that. This week, I'm going to do about the same. I'm going to go 8.2 on this one. I do like this one quite a bit. It's definitely something different, something we haven't had. Same with the Hell's Lager. That was different. That's probably why I was excited, because we went from so many freaking IPAs.
I feel like everything's an IPA nowadays.
Everything is an IPA now.
And then everything.
It's the way of the world.
All these Christmas. I'm surprised you found another Christmas beer that wasn't 9% or 8%.
Dude, this is
we talked 6.4. That's what mine was last week.
Perfect, dude.
I just can't believe that all these Christmas holiday beers are 8, 9%. I'm like, can you just make a regular beer that's not that high in alcohol content?
Spoiler, I think that Christmas one I showed you for the Christmas episode, that's going to be high, dude.
All right,
but we're off, dude. It's Christmas. It's Christmas. So also, yeah, I mean, we're just to give them a heads up. So that'll be that episode in 2 weeks will fall on Christmas Eve. We'll still do the podcast, but we're going to do it earlier in the day. Not sure what time, but who knows, maybe around noon, 1 o'clock or something like that.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
It'll be an earlier podcast, but we'll still upload on schedule and get that shit out there just in time for the holidays, dude. That'll be great. You can listen to it later at night. You can listen to it Christmas morning when you're opening presents. I don't care. Just listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
Beers in Buffalo on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram. We're also Spotify, Apple.
We're not on X. I can't deal with X. There's too
I need to start hiring people if I want to do all the fucking social.
I can barely keep up with Instagram, and all I do is post when we're going live a couple hours or a couple minutes before, and then maybe if I remember, I'll post the beer of the week up, and then that's it.
I will be posting this beer of the week up, and I did post on Facebook for the first time in 4 weeks. So
I try to post on Instagram. I just always forget.
Shout out to myself for remembering this week. All right, let's get into it here. Buffalo Bills come back.
Hold on, real quick. Breaking news from Rink NATO.
There it is.
Winter warmer is
it.
really just a catch-all term breweries use for a whole range of cold weather seasonals, according to the intrawebs. So thank you. So really, it's just
Rank.
It's just like a smorgasbord of beers.
Shout out to Chad.
Seasonals.
Also, I could post. I'll post. Thanks, Chad. I'll post in our Discord too, because Hefty Lefty is a big beer guy. I don't know if he's in the beer industry. I forget exactly what he does. He's out of Cleveland, Ohio.
Shout out to the 216.
216, dude. I'll ask him as well, see what he's got to say. But appreciate
I've just never heard anything called winter warm.
Nah, me either. That's a lazy thing right there. Just fucking, they're like, it's a catch-all. Dude, just put what it is on there, man. Right? You just made up a fucking word. Yeah. All right. So the Bills, we'll get back to the Bills here. The Bills come back to beat the Bengals last Sunday, 39-34. Snowy shootout in Highmark. The theme of this game was Cincinnati converting on every third down opportunity. Dude, that's what it felt like. That's what it actually was.
They were converting on 3rd and 8, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 18 at one point. I'm just
dude, it was terrible.
And we stopped them on a fucking third down. We didn't stop their first third down until the second quarter.
We didn't.
It was unbelievable.
It was pretty ugly. The game started off Cincy easily making their way down the field. They converted on multiple 3rd and longs. It eventually leads to Chase Brown touchdown. And we knew the snow would be an issue, both sides, offensively and defensively. But especially in defense, the Bills were having trouble just getting that stop, man. And the Bengals were able to get some momentum early on. Josh's first throw of the game was a 32-yard pass, Dawson Knox. Although Kincaid was back and active for this game, he was available after missing the prior 3. And he was a factor as well. I think all 3 tight ends actually were a factor in this game. Knox had a huge game, 6 for 93. Bills fans probably thought on that drive we were going to tie at 7-7. Ty Johnson gets out to the outside, ends up slipping on his own accord, if you remember, untouched, and then the Bills end up having to settle for 3 later in the drive. But that was a guaranteed 7 right there, and he just slipped again. The snowy conditions, and honestly, do you remember? I thought that was a fumble, dude. I think Cody came over to watch the game.
It should have been a fumble.
But I didn't.
Nobody touched him.
So they touched the ball, but they said if you're on the ground, the ball is still a continuation of the body. So I guess touching the ball is like touching him once you're already you're on the ground. Because there's no giving yourself up in the NFL, I don't think, unless you're a quarterback, right? So pretty sure. This isn't college, so I thought that was a fumble. That nobody said anything about it until literally 2 plays later. They had a replay, and the announcer's like, "I'm pretty sure that could have been a fumble." And then Gene Sachator or whatever, ball is a continuation of the player. I didn't know that rule.
See, I missed that part when Gene Sachator or whatever explained that, because I'm like, that should have been a fumble. The Bills caught a break.
Yeah, and I just found it more weird that nobody reviewed it and nobody talked about it. That's
probably because everybody else knew, except for fans who were like, "That's a fumble," or "Hey, we got."
Everybody knew except for Mike and Jeff, apparently.
Yeah, right.
Cincinnati Buffalo would trade some touchdowns on the next few drives. Higgins toe tapping into the end zone for the Bengals. Shakir, unbelievable throw and catch, dude. On 4th down for the Bills, 2-point conversion was successful. We had a couple 4th downs on that drive, dude. That touchdown pass. Josh Allen, I don't know how he saw him thread the needle between the defenders. Shakir turned last minute and it was in the breadbasket, dude. Yeah. He didn't have to do anything. I'm surprised he didn't drop it just because it was that good of a pass.
Josh took a big hit after he made that throw.
Absolutely. But it was a dime, dude, right into his hands. Since he chopped up the Bills again through the air, Burrow finds Chase Brown for his 2nd touchdown of the game, and they end up going in the halftime. Bills are down 11-21. So great. We found the end zone. 2-point conversion was successful. But again, it was like, dude, is this going to be one of these games we're going to have to throw the whole game? We're fighting from behind. We need to make some stops here because I know Josh can do it, but dude, these aren't the right conditions to come back in, right? Yeah. It's hard, man. It's going to be hard. It was hard enough against the Ravens, and it wasn't snowing in September. It's going to be hard to do this against Burrow and the boys. So right out the locker room, Josh marches the troops downfield. They hit Kincaid, 5-yard touchdown, put the Bills within 3. And I'm thinking, here we go. Let's get some stops. We got the momentum. The Bengals were 10 of 12 on 3rd downs in this game. And I think 9 of those were in the first fucking quarter when they had the ball for 9 minutes of the drive. It was unbelievable. And I'm just thinking to myself, you just need to catch or stop it on a 3rd down once, and they're kicking a field goal. Yes.
It was so frustrating to watch. This has been our kryptonite every year, not even just this year. Every year, we cannot stop the 3rd down, whether it's 3rd and short or 3rd and long. Mm-hmm. For whatever reason, the Bills always give up a 3rd down play.
They're always important 3rd downs. They're always long 3rd downs. It's always when you look at other teams, when I watch the Chiefs, there's not a doubt in my fucking mind Mahomes is going to get a 3rd and 14, dude. And I hate saying that, but it's they're drawing something up. They're going to have the time to do it. And most of the time, I'm right. When the Bills are in 3rd down and long, it's sketchy, dude. And especially when they're on the other side of the ball, you're just holding on please, nobody give up a big play. Please. Mm-hmm. And you see Trey White was playing 20 yards off the fucking guy, off his man. I think he was covering T. It was tough to swallow that, like they said, the first half. Where I lost my spot. So, we ended up forcing the Bengals to punt. We had a nice 12-play, 70-yard drive. That comes to a halt. It looked like a guaranteed touchdown. Keon Coleman, great catch, set us up. On the 2-yard line, James Cook, 1st and goal. Running up the middle, easy touchdown, fumbles it into the end zone, touchback. I saw a lot of hate on there online talking about, well, this is why we got to just give it to Josh in these situations. Okay, I get that. But it's not like, so Cook has had some fumbling issues this year, but a 1st and goal on the 2-yard line, you got to trust the guy, man.
Yeah,
he does not fumble that if it's not snowing. So I'm 100% blaming that on snow.
Yeah, the ball was probably wet.
It was already wet. There was no punch out. The replays were kind of weird, but there wasn't a wind up or punch out or anybody strip. I think he just hit the pile and it flew out of his fucking hands, dude. So, well, I get the case of just QB sneak Josh 2 times. Like, I get it. Or maybe 1 time. I feel like we saved that for a 3rd and 4th down. Like, give it to Cook, dude. He's the bell cow running back. He's been carrying this team on the ground. Yes, he's had a couple fumbles this year, but dude, 1st and goal, we got opportunity. Just give it to him. He should be able to pick up 2 yards. So, I wasn't in that crowd of blaming Cook for that one, and a lot of this is why we're going to lose the game. And no, up until that point, the defense is why we're going to lose the game. If that was anything to blame. Bengals, however, they would capitalize on that turnover. Gesicki touchdown, but we're not going away. Josh showing why he's the MVP almost every year. 40-yard rushing touchdown to keep the score again within 3. So Bills not going away in this one. We fumbled in the end zone, depleting play right there, about to go up. Remains a 3-point game. They drive. They go back up again by 10 or whatever. Josh answers back again, and he does it himself, using his legs. We've said it. We want to see Josh use his legs more.
Yeah, he ripped off that 40-yard run, and it's funny because I watched some of the replays, and there was like 1, maybe 2 Bengals defenders in the screen. It's like, I don't know what Josh saw where he was like, I'm running this. If everybody was off to the right, they thought it was going to be something on the right side of the field, but Josh saw something, and he grabbed that ball and absolutely took off. It was a clear 40 yards. There wasn't a defender within 10 yards of him. That was probably one of the easiest touchdowns that dude's had to run all year. The only thing that would have stopped him would have been the snow. It's like, that's how wide open that dude was. It's incredible.
So again, within 3, and then this is the turning point of the game. This is where the defense stepped up. Yep. Burrow had been flawless, I think, up until that point. Through the air, making pretty good, smart decisions. The receivers weren't dropping really anything. There was a couple drops by Higgins here and there, but it seemed like they were playing a pretty flawless game up into there then, and then it was back-to-back interceptions. The first of which was CB taking it to the house for 6. The second was a tip ball, and AJ Epineza getting recovering that. And that's basically where everything started going back to the Buffalo, to the Bills' way, right? Benford, dude, I'm so happy with him. He's been our best cornerback all year long, probably all last year too, if I have to say that. We picked up Trey White for a depth piece this year. He ends up having to plug and play in BR2 because of the early injury to Hairston. Hairston, I don't even know. I got the stats up here. I saw him a couple times, man, but I haven't heard his name.
Wasn't he on
Chase?
I thought he was on Chase the whole game. Chase didn't have a very good game, though, so I don't know who covered Chase.
Benford covered Chase.
Okay.
And Trey, I think, covered Higgins. Okay. So they might have been spelling those guys to give them rest or what, but Hairston probably did cover Chase for a little bit. I don't know exactly, but 3 tackles in this one. Kind of a modest game, dude. Jordan Poyer's been leading this team.
Good.
Shaq Thompson's been crazy good. Colbin. These 3 guys have been up here in the tackles. Poyer, Thompson, and Bishop the last 3 weeks, dude. They've been killing it on defense for us.
Incredible. They've really stepped up their game, and we've needed it, and they've answered big time for us.
Absolutely. Even a Milano sightings in there with 5 tackles. Good for him.
We like to see a Milano sighting.
So short field, Allen finds our tight end number 3, Jackson Hawes, 3-yard touchdown. All 3 tight ends contributed, like I said, in this game. Now, with a 2-score game, you could pretty much count this one in the books. The Bengals score within 50 seconds to bring it back within 5 points. Ugh. They missed their 2-point conversion. And now you're like, just get the ball back and kind of run this clock out. Yep. And that's what we did. They were running low on timeouts. I think they only had 1 left at that time and the 2-minute warning. So the Bills pick up a first down. We end up milking the clock. ball game, 39-34. I mean, like we said, dude, it was an up and down game, emotion wise. Coming out just looking terrible on defense, whether or not whether, just it was hard to watch. And they went in the hot locker room down 10, but you're like, all right, well, at least they scored, just get some stops. And this is the Bills defense, right? They've given up big plays. They look a little shaky at times, but once they get the turnovers, dude, that's where we thrive. The Bills feed on turnovers, and it's been like that for a while now. That's what's going to get them back into games when they're struggling on defense. They give up big chunks late in the game. Josh is going to keep you close when you need that spark, a turnover, and it kind of flips a switch.
Yeah, no, and it helps when the Bills don't have turnovers and we win the turnover battle.
Right, that's true.
That's that's the biggest thing too. Obviously, that's easier said than done, and that's obviously common sense that, well, if the Bills win the turnover battle, they'll win the game. Well, the Bills have won the turnover battle and lost games before too.
That's true.
It's one of those things where it's nice that we're winning the turnover battle and we're capitalizing on those turnovers. Obviously with the James Cook fumble, that didn't help, but Josh Allen played a clean game. He didn't have any interceptions, did he?
Josh had no.
Yeah.
Dude, he had. I just had his stats up and I switched it back. 3 passing touchdowns, 250 yards in the air, and a 78 on the ground, and a rushing, and 40 of that was on the big play there. But 4 total touchdowns and no turnovers for your quarterback, you're going to win games. Joe Burrow also 4 passing touchdowns and 2 picks. Granted, the one was the tip ball at the line, but like, hey man, that's sometimes the difference in a game, and it was the difference in this game, man. We were going back and forth at a point, and we just needed some stops, and we got both those stops thanks to our defense getting interceptions. Sacks, what were we looking at? I was trying to find our sacks here. 3. So Bills had 3 for 18. Bengals 1 for 6 or 8, I believe. Yep. Rushing attempts, the Bills again on the ground, 29-19, 183 yards on the ground to 62. I mean, that's
we'll take it. And what was their time of possession? Because I feel like the Bills didn't win that battle.
We did by 3 minutes. So
because it felt like after that first quarter, like the Bengals had the ball for almost 9 minutes or almost 10 minutes.
Did.
That first quarter, their first drive took 10 minutes.
It was a long drive, but that's because they kept hitting third down. Yeah, man, that was something. Game ball in this one. Josh Allen yet again putting the team on his back. Fighting through this. You can give it to Benford as well. I'd say he'd be the second on that list just for kind of the turnaround with his interception for 6. I don't know. I like the way the Bills are playing right now. They needed this momentum. 2 games here going into New England.
So my biggest issue is, and I texted you this before the game even started or as the game was going on, I said, this is what the Bills do. They come out super slow. They figure it out. They let these teams get a bunch of points on offense, and then they make their corrections at halftime, and they limit the other teams. Like they only had 12 points or 13 points in the second half. 2 touchdowns. Same thing with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They had 12 points because they missed 2 two-point conversions. Like this is what the Bills do. They just, for whatever reason, can't figure out their defense in the first half. It's always second half, and it's frustrating because this isn't going to be able. This isn't sustainable.
Yeah, no, that's it. Honestly, Joe Burrow makes that team too. He doesn't come back. I think we probably cakewalk this team.
Yeah, Joe Flacco probably doesn't have as good of a game as Burrow did.
No, in the cold, dude, his old bones. Dude. I think they struggle in the snow, or Flacco does at least, and the Bills probably win this one a little bit more comfortably. But since Burrow's been back, he's given that team life again. That division somewhat up for grabs. So, this was a good and needed win. I think that basically shuts them out of the playoff picture for the Bengals at that point.
So actually, there's still a possibility for the Bengals to win the division. I saw a thing earlier. The Bengals can win the division, and somehow the Bills can win the division, and the Bengals at 7-10 could host the fucking Patriots in a playoff game if they win the division. It's a crazy thing. I saw it on Instagram. It's way too much to look. It's way too much to actually.
Because next week they have to win next week though.
Yeah, they have to.
They have to win the Baltimore game and sweep Baltimore, but they already beat them. I mean, they beat them on the road. They should be able to beat them at home. But you never know. Usually these divisional games get split. So mathematically, I guess you're right. They're not 100% out of it. All right, let's talk this upcoming week here. Patriots. This is a big game, huge game. Bills will try to get their revenge in Foxborough against the division-leading New England Patriots. They enter this game as a 1.5-point favorite. I don't know how. I don't know why the Bills are favored.
Nobody understands because the Broncos are also an underdog at home this week at 10-2 or 11-2 or whatever they are. It doesn't make sense why the
playing
Patriots.
Detroit. Who are they playing? Green Bay?
Green Bay.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. Green Bay, I guess. I don't know, man.
No, I get you. They probably shouldn't be. They probably shouldn't be.
I don't think Green Bay should be favored, and I don't think Buffalo should be favored.
No.
Buffalo already lost.
The Patriots are 10-2, and they're leading the division. They already beat Buffalo, and they're home. Like, coming off the bye. I know that doesn't really have to do with anything, but, like, in what world are they not favored? So I said 2.5. They should be favored by 2.5 points. I'll give them up to 3 at the most.
3 at the most. Don't
But
give them
2.5,
3 most.
I give them that 2.5 to 3 points at the most, dude. And I saw that line and said, I don't understand. Drake May, breakout year, over 3,400 yards in the air, 27 touchdowns, 6 picks. Travion Henderson finally getting some more playing time, looking like the future back for this team. And they're all while being led by Mike Vrabel, who I think we can all agree, actually, probably a top 10 coach in the NFL. You could put him up higher.
Bills to take him.
You could put him up even higher.
I think I said this 2 years ago when he got fired. I said, if for whatever reason the Bills fire Sean McDermott, you got to give Vrabel.
We missed that window, dude, because if McDermott could have been gone, he could have been gone 2 years ago. He could have been gone. When was the 32nd game? 3 years ago? He could have been gone after that.
The second game was like 4 years
4 years ago?
Now?
He could have been gone after that game. But that's a whole separate story. You know how we feel. As long as they keep winning and making playoffs, like this year, we're gonna make playoffs.
Yeah.
If we win a playoff game, see you later. This dude is sticking around another year, so it don't matter at this point. We would needed to lose, miss playoffs. We would need a
losing season. We don't make playoffs.
We can't make playoffs for McDermott to be the coach still. Yeah. And this isn't me being anti. Like I like the guy. I'm grateful for what he did for Buffalo. But at this time, dude, it's been 7 years. You haven't fucking won anything really important. Like
it's
cool.
It's pretty much Mike Tomlin-esque. Mike Tomlin's been there for 19 years or 18 years, whatever it is. Mike Tomlin won a Super Bowl with Bill Cowher's team, though. He won it the very following year. So it's one of those. Mike Tomlin hasn't done anything since he won that Super Bowl other than get them to the playoffs, bow out in the first or second round. Yeah. Dude's never had a losing season. Great, but you've got one Super Bowl in 19 years.
I'll take a Super Bowl.
I would too, absolutely.
But no, I could see from that perspective. It's like,
had one. Obviously, that's why we're like, the Steelers, a storied franchise. They're on their stairway to 7 or whatever it is. They wanted that 7th Super Bowl, so they've got 6 Super Bowls, and it's like, okay, they after 19 years, they're allowed to be like, okay, this dude hasn't done anything for us. Whereas Bills fans are like, we went through a 17-year drought. Sean McDermott, Brandon Beane, they come in, they change the culture of this organization. They get, obviously, Josh Allen help too, but they help build a culture here where players want to come play. It's the complete opposite of the Buffalo Sabres. Nobody wants to come play in Buffalo if you're playing hockey. But if you're playing football, you'll want to come to Buffalo because the culture's better, you're winning, you're a perennial favorite to go to the playoffs, you're a perennial favorite to at least make a Super Bowl, although we haven't done it. So it's just one of those things, but it's like, Sean McDermott, great. You got us to the playoffs. But you haven't gotten us to the Super Bowl. And it's just like, we need to at least sniff the chance to win one.
Right.
We're not even close.
I get it, man. I get it. So Sunday's game between the Bills and Patriots, crucial for AFC division race, playoff implications. Bills win, they keep their division hopes alive, but they'll need to win out and have the Patriots lose that game and at least one other, 2 out of their 3 games to claim the division. Bills move up in the AFC standings after beating the Bengals. I mean, it's going to be tough. We'll have to win out. And it starts with the Patriots, and you need them still to lose another one. So, like
at least 2, I think.
I think it's 2.5 games, and maybe you're right.
I think
No, because if they're 2 game, they got the 2 games and a half is because of us. So technically, if we win this one, we're only down a game.
But if we both finish with the same record, the Patriots have the tiebreaker.
No, they don't.
I'm pretty sure they have the tiebreaker.
Is it over? It's over common opponents or something? I think
it's common opponents, and they've beaten the teams that
you might be right. So you're right.
I'm almost positive that the Bills would lose the division.
It says we'd have to win out, and Patriots lose 2 of their last 3 games. Yeah, I don't see that happening. So, yeah, I mean, it could, but they have a pretty easy schedule. I forgot who they're playing. Who the Patriots?
They got Miami in the last game.
Let's see, Buffalo, New England. Let me see who they're playing here. That's not what I want. I want this. Okay, 11-2. Us, Baltimore.
No, they haven't been good.
Jets, Miami. Okay, so they're winning.
They need to lose to Baltimore and Miami after they lose to us.
Mm-hmm.
So they need to lose. So we need Baltimore to get their shit together.
Figure that out.
And then figure it out. And then they need to lose to Miami.
That's a primetime game, too.
Yeah. That would be a Sunday night game, 12/21, just before Christmas.
Hell yeah.
So,
Bills looking to avenge their Week 5 loss that we lost earlier in the year, 23-20, even out the series with that. Both teams struggling with turnovers, red zone efficiency in their previous matchup. But Buffalo boosts the NFL's top rushing offense. New England has a strong run defense. But the passing game has been efficient. Drake May has kind of surprised a lot of people, I think, this year with the progress from year to year. And how quick it has been. I've said it before. He's kind of been like a likable guy for the Patriots, which they haven't had in a while because everybody hated Tom Brady at a certain point.
I've been on the Drake May bandwagon for a while. I liked this dude when he came out. I thought he looked good. I thought he looked like an actual NFL quarterback, unlike Mac Jones. Although I still think Mac Jones was set up for failure having a defensive coordinator as his offensive coordinator. That's besides the point.
Yeah.
But I think Drake May looks like an actual NFL quarterback, and I called him Josh Allen light. And then we go against him in Week 5 and we lose to him. And I'm like, this dude looked like Josh Allen that night. So,
I mean, the team just made fewer mistakes. They capitalized. They came into Buffalo. Was that a primetime game?
Yeah, that was that Sunday night or Monday night game where the Bills had those the whiteout uniforms.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and then people are like, "Those are cursed. Don't ever fucking wear them again." It's like, all right, well, we're 0-2 in the standing Buffalo helmet fucking games this year too. So maybe we should never wear the standing Buffalo helmets either.
So the Bills do have an opportunity here to exploit New England's weakness in the red zone. They are ranked last in the league in the red zone, and Buffalo is a top 10 in the red zone. And then on the flip side, New England has struggled to score in the red zone on offense. So red zone efficiency, big thing. Don't settle for field goals. I don't want this to be a lower scoring game. I want us to put up points. Since his defense not great, putting up 39 feels good. It'll be a little tougher to do that against the Patriots, especially when they're a run run stop first team, right?
Well, I got some stats for you.
Oh, throw them out. Let's do it.
The Patriots lost one of their key defensive players in Milton Williams. I forgot however long ago it was, but he has an injured ankle.
Milton
Williams. He's on injured reserve. Don't know when he's coming back. But when Milton Williams was playing, they were a top 4 defense in all of the run stopping categories. With him out, they are bottom 7 or worse in all of the same run stopping categories. So that was the key piece that they picked up from the Eagles last year. He came from the Eagles, and obviously that helped the Eagles win their Super Bowl. But Milton Williams being out the last couple of weeks, their defense has looked atrocious when it comes to stopping the run. So if there's anything if the Bills are paying attention, which if I'm paying attention to this and I'm seeing these stats, the Bills are obviously paying attention and seeing these stats. They're going to hammer the ball with, all 3 of our running backs and Josh Allen at this point. So that's what I'm looking forward to this week the most, because I think James Cook only had like 15 carries for 70 yards last time against the Patriots, something like that. They weren't effective on the run, and that goes back to Milton Williams not being active or being active. And now that he's not active, I really think the Bills are going to hammer the run. They're really going to take advantage of that. and they're only going to throw if they really need to.
No, Josh had 53.
But Cook had 15 for 49.
Yeah.
And the 53 yards, again, as a running back or a quarterback scrambling.
No, that's good. I mean, honestly, if he averages around
3.3 yards a carry.
Yeah, but he averages around.
He averages like 5. That's 3.3 yards a carry. Do the math.
It's 5. No, I'm talking about Allen.
I'm not talking about Allen.
Oh, okay.
Milton Williams doesn't count stopping the run against
Okay.
Allen.
I thought we were still on the Allen thing.
Quarterback scrambles where Josh.
No. You're right. This was one of his least efficient games.
That's what I mean. James Cook is going to have an absolute game this week.
My bad, dude. I thought you were talking about Josh. I'm like, that's pretty fucking good stuff.
No, that's fantastic. 9 for 53. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
no, I'm talking about the 15 for 49.
Yeah, that's not too hot there. I got the injury report up here for those that you can see, maybe a little small, but Terrell Bernard, Cole Bishop, Joey Bosa, Spencer Brown, Dalton Kincaid, don't know. Dawson Knox was personal, so he should be fine. And then Palmer again. Palmer didn't play again last week, did he?
Yeah, I don't understand what's going on with Palmer.
His ankle, dude.
Like,
that's hurting us because I really miss having him out there, man. Another weapon, sure hands, one of our better route runners next to Shakir.
I thought he was going to be a guy this year. I really liked
injuries, though, man.
I really liked him coming in this year, coming from the Chargers. And I said, this is a guy who got overshadowed by Keenan Allen, and they had Ladd McConkey last year.
Yeah.
He just wasn't the number one guy. Not saying he's a number one wide receiver, but he was so good as like the 2 or 3 option. He had a chance to be a quote unquote number one receiver here. I'm not talking like Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase type of wide receiver one, but just having those opportunities, I thought he was going to make the most of it.
Keenan Allen wasn't on the team last year, but it was Quentin Johnston. I mean, Keenan Allen was on the Bears last year.
But Josh Palmer was on the team 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Yeah,
I know.
I knew Keenan Allen.
I know you
with
All right.
Bears.
I'm looking. I just wanted to look real quick. Yeah, he definitely didn't play, right? Yeah, no. So I mean, it would be a positive. Again, right now they haven't decided anybody's game status as of yet on Wednesday. It's usually tough. I mean, the only time they let you know if they're game status is if they're actually out. They really won't let you know if they're playing until usually Friday. And even sometimes it's later. On the Patriots side here, Terrell Jennings, Christian Baltimore, Harold Landry, Verdanian Lowe, Brendan Schuler. I don't know who these guys are, Tong and Wilson, but looking like guard, offensive tackle. I mean, those are important players there.
Mm-hmm.
Couple guys on defense here. And this is their third running back, Terrell Jennings, concussion, did not practice. He probably won't play. On the other side of the ball, yeah, man, look to stop the run too. Henderson, I don't think was too much of a factor the first time around. They didn't really run the ball. 24 yards with Henderson. Forgot about fucking Gibson. 14 with Stevenson. It was this, dude. They played a flawless game here, 273. Yeah, no touchdowns, but no turnovers, dude.
That was the Stephon Diggs revenge game, quote unquote. I'll say it again. I wish Stephon Diggs played like that. I wish Stephon Diggs played with that type of mentality when he was in Buffalo.
Peppermint, dude. That's what it is.
Peppermint.
I fucking got it. I got it on the last taste. I was like, what is that? It's peppermint. It said cinnamon. I don't know why I said cinnamon. It's peppermint. That's what it is, man.
It tastes like Jägermeister. It tastes like a watered down.
Where's your other beer? Is this mine or is that yours? Oh, okay. What do I want to do here? Yeah, dude.
It tastes like a watered down Jägermeister.
No, it's
good. I like it.
So I don't know.
Makes you want a Jägermeister though. Dude, Jaeger bomb with one of these?
That might be dangerous.
We might get fucked up, but let's do a Jaeger bomb with one of these one day. You don't have Jaeger.
I don't. That's one thing I never carry here. I gotta have some though. I should buy a bottle.
You don't. Come on, I'm the Jaeger guy.
I know.
Jaeger for me?
That's the thing. I usually buy stuff for other people too, because there's a ton of shit behind the bar that I won't touch. But other people come over. I'm like, we'll pour it up. I'll get a bottle. I gotta get a bottle of Jaeger.
I'm just saying.
Well, Vinny don't got a bar anymore.
True. Touche.
All right. Anything else on this game you want to talk about before we move on to some NFL news?
I think that the Bills are really going to hammer the rush this game because they couldn't the first game. As long as Josh stays upright, I think that offensive line has played pretty good, with having the two, with Spencer Brown and Deion Dawkins being out, they've really kind of stacked the box. That's why we saw a lot of tight end touchdowns last week, because we're using a lot of tight end stats where we're using them for extra blockers. And it just so happens that, Dawson Knox and Jackson Hawes are able to, step out and be like, hey, I'm here for a touchdown. And it's like, okay, that's why all 3 tight ends got a touchdown.
Absolutely.
So realistically, I think the Bills need to do offensively what they did last week in the second half all game against the Patriots. We got to stop relying on this second half. The first half sucks. We'll figure it out in the second half, because eventually it's going to come back to bite you in the ass.
The thing is about the Patriots too, I don't look at them as much as an offensive threat as the Bengals either. So you do have to game plan a little bit differently on the defensive end. You don't have to worry about a Chase and Higgins duo. You got Diggs, who chewed you up the first time. Mm-hmm. You're ready for it now. Okay, cool. And then after that, it's a bunch of bums. So
did we have Hairston that game against the Patriots?
I don't think we did, dude. That was game. Was that 5?
It was week 5. I don't think we had Hairston.
No, I'm gonna say we didn't. I mean, he might not either way. He might not show up on the stat sheet either way.
Bro, I don't even recognize half of these fucking names.
No, Zion Logue, he's hurt now.
Who the fuck is Fidarian Mathis? I don't remember him.
Okay, so
Sam Franklin?
Yeah, dude, we're just pulling some of these guys.
Bro, I don't even. Wait, why is Reggie? That's got to be special teams. Reggie Gilliam on defense?
Because we probably turned the ball over, didn't we, this game? Yeah.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
He had an interception, so maybe.
Well, how does he have 2 tackles on 1 interception?
No, that doesn't make sense. Because Shavers has a tackle, so that had to be on the pick.
I don't know. Fuck. I'm looking at some of these names. I'm just like, who?
Well, we have 2 offensive guys on here, and guys that are probably practice squad.
The Reggie Gilliam tackles have to be special teams.
Like a Shaq Thompson still in the top 4 on this list too. He didn't. He was not back in this time.
So hopefully that helps shut down Diggs as their number 1. I definitely don't think Diggs is going to repeat that 140-yard, 10 catch, 12 catch game.
Well, yeah, 146, dude. That was a monster game by him. Mm-hmm. I don't think so either. Also, like that kind of, I think the Bills went into that game and they'll never admit it, but they didn't take it serious. They got they got embarrassed in that one. They got caught with their pants down and didn't think the Patriots would come into Highmark and put the whooping on them. But it was an embarrassing loss there. You expect more from the Bills. 20 points at home in a primetime game with the jerseys. I can't fathom 20 points. I can't settle for 3, 3, 7, and 10. 0, 3, 7, and 10.
Yeah,
dude, you scored 3 points in the first half. Come on, man.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. It's just like, okay, like. You never expect the Bills to play that poorly the entire game. And like I said, that's one of those games where it's like they didn't have a good offensive game realistically until the second half, but even the second half wasn't as good as it should have been or could have been, And I don't know. It's just one of those. I don't expect the Bills to go 6-0 in the division every year. It's so hard to be undefeated.
I thought we last year.
We did it last year.
I thought we could this year.
I thought we could have. Too,
I thought we'll lose in one. I thought we could lose one.
I thought we were going to lose to New England in New England. I thought we were going to lose to New England this week. Not that
just week, because the Bills are so good at home too. Yes. You never think we're going to lose, especially a divisional game at home.
We've lost twice at home this year.
I know. It's not a good home record this year for us. After going undefeated at home last year, I think we did. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, I'll end on this. Revenge spot. It's hard to sweep an opponent in the division. It's going to be even harder for them to sweep the Bills. I honestly think we underestimated the Patriots early in the year. I don't think they're going to underestimate them at this point. There's no way I believe the Patriots, even despite the record, are a better team than the Bills talent-wise.
Who they've beaten, they're frauds. The Bills are the best team they've beaten.
Exactly. So I still believe Buffalo's a better team. They'll get the revenge. Score prediction, maybe it's going to be tough to score 30, maybe high 20s to low 30s in this one. Give me 31 to 28 or something like that. Maybe a 3-point game, but the other way. I still think they put up points. I could see us holding them to like 24, maybe 31-24. We'll go with that.
Okay.
By 7.
I was going to say 31 originally for the Bills. I'm like 31 is usually I feel like that's their average when it comes to points. I'm going to go 37-26 Bills. I think the Bills. I think the Bills have a much better game. I think they put a little bit of a statement on this and just saying, hey, yeah, you guys have the better record right now. Pump the brakes a little bit. You know, even if you win the division, you still got to go through us. Even if we have to come back to you in a couple of weeks for the playoff game, the Bills I still think are going to do the same thing again. They're going to big brother this team because right now the Bills are the big brother of the AFC East, in my opinion. You know, we did
agree.
We went through that with Tom Brady and the Patriots for 20 fucking years.
I refuse to back down yet. I refuse to us not be the big brother until this dude leaves and retires.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Leaves or retires,
Yeah.
Which I don't see him ever leaving. I think the Bills will continue to pay him off.
I never saw Peyton Manning leaving. I never saw Tom Brady
But
leaving.
here's the thing, though. I think injuries. And also,
true.
like, Brady fell off hard, dude. So unless, like, his last year in New England was terrible. Terrible, dude.
Yeah.
And he got to the age, too. Like, he shouldn't have left,
fair.
but he got
That's
to,
fair.
like, 40, dude.
Yeah,
Like, obviously, if Josh gets to 40, I'd be like, all right, dude, if you want to leave, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I think at that point, you're going to be able to find a younger guy that's going to be better than Josh.
If we could get another 13 years of Josh Allen.
Dude,
Please,
that would
for
be
the love of
that would be.
God.
But
Give
he's
us
got to be.
13
It's
more.
got to be 13 more at a
Healthy.
level. At a. He's not going to be elite level, but at a good level, higher level.
He's gonna-
healthy, dude. He won't be able to run, so you're going to miss all that. So it's going to just come down to Josh making throws.
He's gonna be Ben Roethlisberger 2.0. Went towards the end of his career.
Yeah.
Ben Roethlisberger couldn't run at all, but he could.
If Josh leaves, he's going to the 49ers. If he ever leaves, he'll go to the 49ers because he's from California, dude. He'll retire a 49er. If he ever leaves Buffalo, he'll retire. Well, he won't retire a 49er,
Listen, it's
but
the
he would go
Christmas
to.
season. I don't want to think about depressing shit like Josh Allen leaving the Bills. Okay,
It won't
it's
happen.
not happening. He's going to spend 25 fucking seasons as a Buffalo Bill, and he's going to retire as a Bill, and he's going to bring us 4 goddamn Super Bowls over the next 10 years, 15 years, whatever it is. Enough of this negative bullshit around in the Christmas holiday spirit. Okay.
I got you. I don't want to think about it either. All right, moving on here, guys. Let's get in some NFL news here. Early window, Jacksonville Jaguars beat the Indianapolis Colts 36-19. AFC South, Colts are trash without a healthy Daniel Jones. So what do? They go get 44-year-old, sign him on his birthday, Phillip Rivers. He's got a cannon still. I've been told he's got a cannon. Sources say that he's got a cannon. Now, look at Phillip Rivers has never been athletic to begin with.
No.
I'm afraid this dude's going to take one hit and break in half, dude. And then it's going to be embarrassing. It's just going to be an embarrassing signing by the organization. You couldn't go get anybody else, anybody younger. And, like, I get it. He's familiar with the playbook, the coach, everything. Like, the plug and play makes sense. But go ahead.
I was to say, speaking of the playbook and the coach, did you hear what was going? He was coaching his son's high school team.
Yeah.
And you know what
Coming
he was
back full
running?
screen.
He was running fucking Colts' offense.
Dude, that's the
like
best.
to a T. Him and Shane Steichen were like on phone calls weekly of how, like, what the Colts were doing, he was doing with his fucking offense. So he knows this offense better than anybody because he's been running this offense for his son's high school fucking team.
It truly is a plug and play.
It's literally plug and play. But yeah, coming back at 44 years old, when you're a semifinalist for the Pro Football Hall of Fame, if he gets called up to the active roster, he has to wait another 5 years to be eligible for the
I don't think he cares about that, though.
I don't think so either. But I think he does because he doesn't have a chance to win a Super Bowl. Technically, he does coming back to playing, but the Colts aren't going to win a Super Bowl.
So here's the thing, though. Just because you could toss the ball, you're coaching, you know the playbook.
Yes.
He's not in football shape. He's not in NFL shape. He's not a running quarterback by any means, but like the endurance, the taking the hits. I'm telling you, dude, I am really worried. This dude's and he's going up against Seattle defense, which is a top defense on the road.
Yeah.
Like he's like not an ideal
Worst
situation.
case scenario.
It's definitely not ideal. I'll say that. But this dude's gonna get hit one time, and I can see him just folding in half, dude. I hope that doesn't happen. It'll be embarrassing for that organization, and it'll be embarrassing for him too. But I'm hoping this just look. I don't want them to win the Super Bowl. I hope that it's a healthy whatever for the rest of the season for him. He makes it out alive, and Nobody's expecting them to do anything with this guy. So, hey, you can win a game or two, whatever, great. Make it through the season or make it as long as you need to until Riley Leonard gets back. I don't care what the fucking scenario is. I would hate it for this dude to come in and on the first drive to get pancaked.
You know what his last game was? It was against the Bills.
Oh, I thought time-wise it was like 5 years.
You know,
well, yeah, 5 years ago, but it was
his last game was against the Bills.
Was it?
In the playoffs. That was the year that Josh Allen only beats Phillip Rivers, who was like 50. And it's like Josh Allen.
Dude, he was 39 then. Yeah, he was spry. He was spry then.
I get it, but yeah, that was one of the knocks. Like Josh Allen only beaten fucking. He beat Lamar, who left in the third quarter, and then he only
guys leave a comment here if you think that Phillip Rivers is actually going to be. I don't know. I'll go as low as serviceable on his debut on Sunday.
I'll leave a comment right now.
You don't have to, but I know what your take is. Let me know let me know what your predictions are for Sunday with the Colts. How Phillip Rivers going to do? You know what's funny? Last night we're on the Discord. I'm texted a couple guys. Go, Phillip Rivers, his lines are out. FanDuel actually had his lines out. They already considered him a starter.
He's not even on the team yet. He's technically on the practice squad. I
said, dude, his lines were crazy. I might ladder his throwing yards. They were wild, dude.
Yeah.
It was like 200 yards. It was like plus 250 or something, dude. It was crazy high.
For that, dude.
I'm laddering it all the way to 300.
Dude, he's already got the third best odds for comeback player of the year.
Dude, all he has to do is win a game, and I think they're going to be like, this guy did it.
He's got to start all four. He doesn't even have to win a game. He's got to start all 4 games and be like, look at me. I'm 44 years old. I'm playing fucking quarter. Bro, this is just...
I just need Tyler Warren to benefit from this thing, dude, because he didn't do jack shit last week with Riley in there.
In my league,
I can't do it. I can't do it. I know I can't. I don't have the heart.
Dalton Kincaid.
But that's why, dude. What kind of phony baloney league are you in, dude?
It's a 10-team league.
You're getting Kincaid.
You know
okay.
Yeah, so... The 10-team league, so
but still though,
yeah.
Oh, that's crazy, dude. Jefferson Leagues has got fucking Chase, Jamar Chase on the waivers, and that's crazy.
I drafted Jamar Chase, bro. I'll show you after the podcast. Yeah. I'll show you my work league fantasy team, and you're gonna be like, "How are you only 7-7?"
This dude picked up Jonathan Taylor 2 weeks ago, dude. What kind of league you in, dude?
I tried to pick up Omarion Hampton because somebody dropped him 2 weeks ago when he was still on injured reserve. There were 7 claims for him. I was like, well, I'm not getting him.
That's fucking wild. All right. Oh, I switched over to this thing. So yeah. Let's fingers crossed here. I don't want to see the guy get hurt, but I also don't want to see him go too far. So just make it through the rest of the season. I think it's good for football. A lot of eyeballs are going to be on that Colts game. Who do they play this week?
Who?
Oh yeah, Seattle.
So we just talked about it. Yeah.
I wonder if that's going to be a televised game. I hope it should be. They should flex it. Whatever the fuck was there.
I want to watch it, dude.
Whatever was there before, take that shit off. Dude, we're putting this on.
It's in Seattle, right?
Yeah. So it'll be a 4:00 game then. It'll be 4 o'clock.
In Seattle, so it's got to be a 4. It'll at least be on Red Zone.
I'll pull it up when we get to the schedule.
Yeah.
The Browns losing to the Titans. We talked about this. 31-29, despite Shedeur having a career day, over 360 yards in the air, 4 total touchdowns. I thought they fucking won the game. Bro, they lose by 2. I know. Go ahead. You can talk about it.
The fact that he wasn't even out there for the 2-point conversion.
That's what everybody wants to hear.
Why wasn't he out there? The dude's having a career day, and you decided to run a wildcat without Shedeur Sanders on the fucking field. You can run a wildcat, but at least have Shedeur Sanders in the backfield. If the running back or whoever grabbed the ball off the snap said, oh shit, this ain't gonna work, let me chuck to Shedeur and put the fucking pressure on him.
Absolutely.
That was the dumb. That's why Kevin Stefanski's getting fired.
He will get fired.
Absolutely getting fired.
Well, he already didn't want Shedeur to begin with. He didn't want to draft him. He's a hater. He's a hater. That's all I can say.
Bro, Shedeur Sanders has actually looked good. He's got a deep ball. He's a deep ball threat. He's not overly athletic. He's not going to run like Lamar, Hurts, Josh Allen. But he's good enough. Excuse me. He's good enough to be serviceable.
Look at this stat line, dude. 23 for 42, 364, 3 touchdowns, the pick, and then 3 for 29 and a rushing touchdown. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
I would take those stats.
Now, I get it. It's against the fucking Titans. So you got to take that with a grain of salt. But look at this. This is the number 1 pick in the draft.
This dude is the most untalked about number 1 draft pick in the history of the NFL.
I am surprised. I'm surprised. That is actually a really good point.
Because
I haven't heard
Shedeur Sanders, because of the hype around him. and Travis Hunter.
Yeah, sure.
Two-way player.
But you gotta think like, dude, you're the number 1 draft pick. I don't care if you're going to the Titans. I don't care if you're going to a CFL team. You got to be fucking talked about at least.
Nothing.
They don't say nothing about Cam Ward ever.
And it's because of the Sanders name. It's because of Dion.
Yeah, he stole the spotlight with an 8th round pick.
Hunter.
8th round pick.
Yep. 5th round pick, but there's not.
Was he
even,
5th?
Yeah, 5th. There's not even.
I thought it was an 8th round pick.
There's not even
a real thing. 5th round pick.
Used to be.
Wait, are you sure he was? So Gabriel got 4th round or 3rd round?
Third round.
I think it was 2 rounds before him.
Yep.
So did I think Shedeur Sanders was a 1st round? Well, I definitely didn't think he was 1st overall, but did I think he was a 1st rounder? No.
I thought maybe just because of the hype.
I thought he was going in the 2nd. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Either end of the 1st, beginning of the 2nd. But then when he got to the 3rd and they still didn't pick him, I go, they're just blackballing this guy at that point. And then he dropped to the 5th round. That was a steal of the draft. No matter what happens from this point on, you can never say he cannot be the steal of the draft because there literally is. It's the 5th round, dude. Like,
yeah,
he could just have a mediocre career from now, and it's still a steal. It's still a steal.
He's still playing good enough. He's playing good enough to get the starting job, in my opinion.
It's crazy, dude. But that to go back to your point there with they didn't even have him in on the 2-point conversion. You know, I love my Gills Arena podcast.
I gotta start listening to that.
Dude, it's great,
really
dude.
Good.
And they say a lot of this. They talk about a lot of the same shit here. They all want Stefanski fired, and they said it was terrible that he wasn't even in on the field. This is your best player. He got you to this point, and they were saying Stefanski was like, I don't want to give him the glory of winning this game. I want to take the credit. So if we score a 2-point conversion without him in there, it's because of my coaching and not because of Shedeur. So it's almost becoming like, it's almost personal at this point where he's like, I got to play the guy because now Gabriel's losing us games. I'm feeling pressure. I'll play him. Hopefully he doesn't do good. He's doing good. And now he's like, oh, shit, we came back in this game. He's the reason why we could win this. Nah, I'm going to draw something out without him. Like, it literally feels like sabotage at this point, man. It really does. It's crazy. But he had a great game. Shout out to Shedeur, man. He's doing his thing. The Browns this week, I think, have a tougher opponent. They play Chicago. They put up
Chicago,
at the top.
Yeah,
so it's going to be a tough game, dude.
Isn't the greatest, but
I don't know if they put up 29, but we'll see, man. Vice versa. The only reason why Tennessee won this game, the Browns, for whatever reason, couldn't stop the run. Pollard had 161 and 2 tutties on the ground.
I made fantasy playoffs because somebody didn't start Pollard.
Yeah, Chris didn't start Pollard, and I almost missed fantasy playoffs because he won that game, but he almost didn't to Matt C.
Yeah,
if he started him, he would have been like, he would have walked in.
Yeah,
but that was well. We can talk about that maybe at the end.
Yeah.
That was man, I made it. Afternoon slate. Green Bay Packers edging out the like we just said, the Chicago Bears here. They move into first place in the NFC North. Ran the ball effectively, threw to Christian Watson. I still think the Bears are a good team. But the Packers, I think they hyped them up. They fell. People didn't talk about them. They started winning some games now. Now they beat the Bears to get the division lead. They're back on top, and now they're favored going into Denver. Like,
which does not make sense.
It doesn't make sense in that regard. You look at like, okay, they were hot, they're cold, they're hot, they're cold. I get it. They beat
Detroit in Detroit. They beat Chicago in Chicago, I think.
Yep.
It's just one of those where it's like, all right, cool. Like, Green Bay is still one of those mysteries. Just like, what Green Bay are you going to get? Because there's been weeks where I'm like, they lost to the Browns already.
Yeah.
With Joe Flacco as the quarterback. They lost a game against the Carolina Panthers, who can still actually win the division.
Green Bay is a defensive first team. So when I see 28 points, I go, that's a lot of points.
Yeah.
Because they are a very defensive minded, keep the score close type of team. LaFleur's not blowing anybody out. And Jordan Love's not that quarterback. He is what we call the game manager.
Tom Brady's the game manager. I don't care.
It's fine, but that's the type, that's a style of play. I'm not saying it's not effective. That's Brock Purdy too.
Yep, Purdy.
I'm not saying that's not effective, but that's how you never see these Green Bay games get crazy lopsided really like that.
Yeah,
you never see Jordan Love with wild stats. He keeps you in the games. He gives you a chance to win the game. They have good defense. They kind of want to grind it out, and especially when they got Josh Jacobs now. He ran the ball pretty effectively against the Bears. I think he ended with 82 yards on the ground. That's their style of play. You come to Lambeau, it's going to be fucking cold as shit here, and we're just going to run the ball and play good defense, and we're going to get out of here with a 3-point win. 7-point win this week. So
no, you're completely right.
I think that's why a lot of people kind of forget about the Packers. And this year has been up and down for them. A lot of hype with the Micah Parsons trade. But I think so far it's benefited the Packers, who look like the better team compared to the Cowboys. The Cowboys got their win on Thanksgiving, but I don't know. I think the Packers are still a good team, but are talked about less. They're talked about a lot less.
But they're not a team I'd be like, you don't want to face them in the playoffs. You know, they're just.
I wouldn't be scared of them. I'm not scared of them. No. There's like 3 teams I'm scared of, and we talked about one of them, the Texans.
And I'd be scared of the Rams.
The Rams and Seattle. If we had to play them, those are the 3. Because I think the Rams and Seattle are favorites 1 and 2 for the Super Bowl right now. They just look unbeatable. Offense, I'll give the edge to the Rams. Defense, I give the edge to Seattle. But both teams are very capable on both sides of the ball. Sunday night game, Houston Texans on the road. They win their 5th game in a row, beating Kansas City 20-10. Yes, 10 points. Mahomes, awful day, 0 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. That's it. Texans' best defense in NFL. Wash your hands, throw it away. Doesn't matter if Davis Mills is in there. Don't matter if C.J. Stroud's in there. The defense shows up every single week, gives them an opportunity to win the game.
Yep. Love to see it.
They look good, man.
I love seeing the Texans at 6 and 7.
So do I. So do I. Honestly, the Texans haven't done dog shit since they entered the league. Shout out to David Carr, Derek Carr's older brother, was drafted by the Texans.
Yep.
But yeah, this is nice. It's a good change of pace for one. So you can see the Texans up there again. Do I want them to win anything? No. We're still pulling for the Bills over here. But it's nice to see that the Texans are doing well and they're whooping Kansas City's ass. I don't care who you are. When you beat Kansas City, it's always a good day.
Did you see that Kansas City fans are calling for Andy Reid's job?
No, that's that's fake news, dude. That's some fake news.
This could be the first time they don't make playoffs in 9 years.
Yeah, fuck out of here, dude.
You've won 3 Super Bowls. You've been to 5 in 9 years. And you're going to call for your head coach's job because they're going to miss the playoffs?
Well, they were calling remember when they called for Belichick at the end there, too?
Dude, fans are I don't know if it's because we're like begging for one. We could get one this year, and Sean McDermott could be the coach for the next 40 years.
Dude, I don't even give a shit, dude.
Wouldn't care if we never won a Super Bowl again.
I'm not going to get that carried away, but I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
I'm exaggerating.
Yeah, I know.
But for the love of God, be happy with what you've got. You missed playoffs once. Oh, man.
But here's the thing, though. Like, they know this could be a rebuild year. Like, next year will be a rebuild year.
They're not even a bad offense. They have a good offense.
Here's the issue. Dude, like, Kelsey has literally tanked. I watched that game. They were playing good defense. Kelsey dropping passes he always made, or catches he always made. This is that limbo year. He's going to retire. They got to figure out the tight end situation, and they're going to have to retool that offense. The offense, for as long as he's been there, has ran through Travis Kelsey. Even when Tyreek was there, it still ran through Travis Kelsey. Now they have to figure out, how do we run an offense without Travis Kelsey? And they're trying to do it this year because he has taken a back seat, and Rashee Rice last year, I think, started getting the keys a little bit. But next year, that dude could be in jail, so I don't fucking know, actually.
Yeah, he still got that shit.
He still got that shit pending, bro. He could be in jail. Honestly, I don't wish for anybody to be in jail, but that was a hit and run, and he probably should be in jail.
Did you see that meme? When he got
he probably should be in jail.
When he got laid out when he went to make that catch later in the game, and he got laid out by that defender. The meme was, Rashee Rice finds out what it means to be absolutely destroyed in a hit and run and wake up without, or just whatever.
Yeah.
Something about the hit and run. I can't really remember exactly what it said, but I was like dying laughing seeing that.
But think about that. No Kelsey next year, and possibly no Rice. What are you doing? And your run game has been awful. Like,
yeah, I didn't get it.
You had to bring back Kareem Hunt, another felon, to literally save you on the goal line.
Right.
And Pacheco has turned out to be a bust. We thought this dude was going to be the next.
I thought he was good.
Dude, this dude looked like Brandon Jacobs out there. He's running head first. He looked like Cam Scatterbo when he came in the league. He was running into people.
He ran angry.
He was looking for contact. And now you just look at him run. You're like, why are you not hitting the hole? Like, you're just looking to hit somebody.
You look like you're running in fucking place.
Convert
like
that
waiting
dude
for somebody to come get you. Like, oh, he got me before I can fucking break free.
Maybe they need to turn Pacheco into a fucking linebacker because I think he just wants to tackle people at this point.
Right?
So, dude, that team is going to be worse next year, I think.
Thank you. I don't care.
I don't either.
Do
but
not care.
That's a hot take. That's a hot take. We like to talk about hot takes on here.
One of the programs that I listened to, actually, one of the guys called the Chiefs not making the playoffs this year in June. That was his. They do a hot take segment for the upcoming
Hey,
NFL
man, you
season.
can get that right. Some people can get that right.
Yeah, I know, but it's like
good for him. He called it right. He called it right. And then the last game I want to talk about was the Monday night game. Chargers needing overtime to finish off the Eagles 22-19. Hurts committing 4 turnovers, including 2 on the same possession, which is literally the wildest thing I've ever seen in football.
that was fun.
I've never seen. I was literally on the phone with Cody, dude. I was on the headset. We were talking about it as the game was on. I'm like, dude, and I was like, dude, his delay. I don't know. He's got that fucking illegal whatever rigged up, and I'm like, I think I might be 50 seconds ahead of him. So like, I'm sitting there watching this. I go, oh. He's like, what? I'm like, get ready for the craziest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Dude, unreal.
And he's like, what are you talking about? I was like, you'll see it on your TV in a little bit.
Yep.
And I'm like, it was a fucking pick, then a fumble, then a fumble again.
I'm just like,
then he picked it up, and then I'm like, and then Jalen Hurts. I'm like, there's like 8 turnovers on this fucking thing, and the quarterback did it twice. I don't know what I'm watching anymore.
4-point play, and
I've never seen that. I've never seen a negative 4-point play in my life.
And that's week 14 before playoff fantasy.
Ooh, that lost somebody a fucking league.
That lost a lot of people leagues.
I mean, they could have lost. My whole team lost me a league. Could have lost me a league if it wasn't for Chris. Mahomes, every single fucking guy on my team had single digits, dude. So if you had the Mikey D lineup in week 14, you also didn't make playoffs.
Bro,
but
my kicker was better than your entire team,
dude. It was sad day, dude. Everybody missed their projections by half.
Yep.
Like it wasn't even close, man. George Pickens. Not even. I'm just not going to chase a ball, even though it's thrown right in front. I'll just give up on plays. Oh, CD Lamb's out. I should be the number 1. No, I'm still going to be dog shit. George Pickens has carried my team for most of this shit. I'm talking my work league, by the way.
I have George Pickens in 2 leagues too, though. So it's like one of those like, holy shit. Like, what are you doing, George?
Nico Collins was the only player to hit double digits for me, and I was surprised that he did that because Kansas City's got a good defense. Yeah. So, despite that being, I thought would have been more of a lower scoring. It was 30 points, but I'm like, yeah, Nico Collins, he ended up being the best player on my team. I was more worried about him than anybody, and he ended up carrying. Well, not carrying. We lost, but yeah.
Carrying the loss.
But Jalen Hurts, dude, dog shit, overrated. I'm tired of hearing this fucking Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts, and there ain't no competition at this point. No. This man, look at Josh has had bad games. He's never looked that bad. He's not the reason why that team is going to miss playoffs because Josh Allen's going to be the reason why his team makes playoffs this year. It's just terrible. That offense, they forgot. Look they used fucking Saquon finally, and they almost won a game. Use that motherfucker. I don't understand.
He got most of his rushing yards on a fake tush push. So I get it. He had a good He had a good run.
Box score.
But Saquon Barkley, they did a fake tush push and they swept it out to him. 20 for 122.
50 half of it, yeah.
So 52 of his 122 was on a fake tush push.
So still 60 yards, but or 70 yards, which is still good. Yeah. His line, and I bet the under.
So 19 for 70.
I bet the under the day of the game, and I said
was probably 70.
It was 60.
Oh, what?
I went under. This dude's been trash all year. He had 53 against the Bears. Yeah. So I went under. And literally, like, the end of the first quarter, I'm like, I'll probably lose this bet. But because they were actually feeding him the ball, he was getting some chunk yards, and Philly was moving. He got 52 on that one play. This is an example of what he can do for you. I don't give a shit. Fake tush push, he gets it. You got to give it to him, though. You have to put it in his possession, whether you're checking down to him, whether you're doing fake tush pushes. The fact of the matter is he had 20 for 122 and a touchdown. That was his stat line almost every other week last year.
Yeah, literally. Like 120 yards and a touchdown? His minimum 1 touchdown.
His betting line was 95 yards almost every single week. I got him at 60.
for him to score a touchdown was like minus 300. You had to bet him to score 2 touchdowns
to get like
to get even
like
close
200,
to plus
maybe
money.
plus 200, maybe plus 150.
Yeah, it's insane. But so did you see that when AJ Brown called out the team for not giving him the ball more, which is why I will never want AJ Brown on my fucking
He did it
team.
this week?
No, he called him out like 4 weeks ago.
That was 4 weeks ago. Yeah.
So the last
because he got
time
it again.
the last time
he got his 100 yards
that's
again.
what I'm saying. So what has happened is AJ Brown, since his public calling out of the offense, he has scored 77 fantasy points. Devonta Smith has scored 26 because AJ Brown's a little bitch. Dude, you just won a fucking Super Bowl last year. You were the favorites to win the Super Bowl again this year. Why are you fucking crying about what your touches and your catches and your touchdowns?
Yeah,
you're winning Super Bowls.
It's because
you're making good money.
but look at I get it. They won the Super Bowl. Now here's the bounce back year, and defending Super Bowl champions, they don't look that great to start. I mean, they started 3-0, I think.
They
then
started
they lose
4-0, just like
4-0. They went on that 3-game lose streak. Then they won 5, and now they've lost 2 again, I think. The up and downs, and this dude can't take it. He needs to be the focal point of that offense. And if he's not the focal point, it doesn't matter if they just won a Super Bowl. He's not a team player. He doesn't care about the team.
Sport.
Look at this. This is why I bet the under, dude, on him. So I did go 1 for 2 because I took Smith's under because of this whole Brown shit.
Yeah.
Unless he breaks one, you can count on him getting his under every week because
He was 4 for 37 as long as 28. So he went 3 for 9.
I know he got one.
That's insane. He went
got
3
one.
for 9.
He got one big play, and then he was trash can.
3 for 9.
That's terrible, dude.
Averaging 3 yards a catch.
Oh, that's so bad. Yeah, they're doing screen passes to the guy. So those are like pity throws at that point. But the Eagles shot to Greggy T. Trash, dude. Jalen Hurts, trash. Saquon Barkley, underutilized.
Yeah.
You're gonna waste a year. You wasted a year of Saquon Barkley.
And this is what I mean, like the whole AJ Brown thing. Shut the fuck up, because you don't hear Saquon Barkley bitching about not getting his
Better
touches.
Better team player.
Exactly.
Last year, Saquon could have broke the rushing record, and Nick Sirianni came out and told him in the final game, "You are this many away. Do you want to stay in?" And he said no.
Give my other guy, my backup, the fucking chance. That's the ultimate team player.
Ultimate, dude. You could be
the fucking
in
guy,
history. You could be in the history books.
That's a guy that I would be like.
You could be in the history books.
You know what? That's why it's like, okay, when James Cook held out, like, I was a little bit annoyed. I was a little annoyed because, like,
I get it. I get it.
I was just like, dude, you're on a good team. Stop holding out. Take what you can get. You're going to be on a team that you're going to get carries. Stop holding out for money. If you really love the game of football, you're going to take whatever money you can get. If you're on a team that you should be in the Super Bowl,
it makes sense.
Window.
So and I think Saquon's always been that kind of guy. He's always had a likable personality about him. When he was on the Giants, people loved him. He goes to the Eagles. The Eagles is more of a hated team, I think. But you're right. You never hear him say boo. He's never in the media for anything negative. And then on the flip side, AJ Brown, who had a great career in Tennessee and I thought was a good pickup by them. And then these last couple of years, you start hearing some complaints and his like.
But you never heard that in Tennessee because he was the guy.
He was the guy,
and they were the worst team in the NFL.
And look at. Was he happy with just losing and just getting good records? Come on, dude. You got your Super Bowls now. It's like, come on, dude.
Bro,
be a team player at this point. At this point, be a team player. You got 3 more years left of being good.
I understand.
Come on.
If you're a top guy, you want to get
you got 3 years left, brother.
You want to get your fucking money and you want to get paid and you want to be the guy, but don't be a dick about it. Like,
no,
he's just being a little bitch at this point. Shut up. Go read your fucking book somewhere else instead of on the fucking bench.
All right, guys, let's get into it.
We're running a little late here today.
We are. It was this is good talk though. We're gonna hit our pick'ems. Let me switch over to screen here. 3 concurrent viewers right now. 11 total views. Not bad.
Wow.
All right, let's switch over. Beer screen.
You're barely off of the fucking camera again. I don't know if it's shifting as we're moving.
No, it's fucking this guy. I gotta sit like I don't know how I gotta sit. This goddamn thing is fucking dumb.
You're like, I can see, like, I can't even see your.
There we go.
All right, well, when it catches up, I'll let you.
No, this is way better. I don't know why I didn't do this from the beginning. I'm like out of screen. I know. I just
listen. We looked at it before we went live.
Shit is,
for whatever reason, it didn't work.
Hold on. NFL schedule. Well, oh yeah. Let's revisit the.
The pick'ems. Last week's pick'ems. Yep. So we should be tied.
We are. I went 6-8. I got my bonus bet. You went 7-7. I got my bonus bet. I forgot to write it down. 125 and 86 apiece, man, with 11. But we're all tied up.
All tied up. 4 weeks to go.
This is the closest I've been in it, dude. This is the closest I've been in it.
You're usually like 7-8 games out of it at this point.
Then I'm just picking the Raiders every week.
I'm gonna pick the Raiders every week because eventually I gotta win one, right?
I gotta pick the fucking Raiders every week at this point.
That's funny.
All right, let's get into this week here. Week 15. Where's my pen? All right, starting off Thursday night game tomorrow. Also, did you look up a bet? Because I did. Okay, good. Atlanta at Tampa Bay. Divisional game. Taking Tampa at home.
Yeah, I'm taking Tampa at home as well. I could see Atlanta winning because this is just what Atlanta does. They're going to be like, you know what? We're not actually good, but we'll play good every once in a while against a good team.
No Drake London. No Michael Penix still.
Oh, that's right. No Michael Penix still. Yeah,
there ain't no way they win in that game. Tampa
and Mike Evans is back. Mike Evans and not Tortora.
No,
the other McMillan.
The other McMillan.
Yeah.
Jalen McMillan.
Jalen McMillan. Yep.
So, yeah, I saw that. Interesting. I picked up Mike Evans in our league.
Did you?
Because Terry dropped him like 3 weeks ago.
Dude, you can put him on an IR spot. It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Whatever.
I don't know if I'm going to play. I got Ibuka. Am I going to start him over Ibuka? I'm probably still going to start Ibuka.
Yeah,
even though Ibuka has been terrible. I still have to. I don't know. That'll be interesting because I have no idea what to do with that. Cleveland at Chicago. We talked about earlier. This is a battle of good defenses here. I mean, if Shedeur plays like he did last week, I'm taking Cleveland. But on the road, give me Chicago at home.
I was already going to circle Chicago as well. I don't see Cleveland winning this game, which means they're going to win this game. So, but I'm going to take Chicago. I think Chicago's got something to fight for. And real quick, did you see that Chicago went from 1st to 7th in the NFC standings because they lost last week? The NFC is so fucking tight.
Wow.
1 through 7 in the playoff picture has like 9 wins.
That's crazy.
Minimum. It's insane how good the fucking NFC is right now this year.
Baltimore at Cincy. Baltimore is 2.5-point favorites on the road.
Which doesn't make sense.
They're coming off a loss. Cincy's coming off a loss.
Cincy looked good in their loss. Ish.
I'm taking Cincy at home.
Yeah, I got to go Cincy in this one too. I just can't see eventually Joe Burrow playing. I think Joe Burrow in Cincinnati, their offense is so much better than Baltimore's defense.
Both defenses are weak. Both offenses could light it up. That's a tough one. It's a flip for me.
Lamar hasn't looked good since he came back from that injury, though. He's been a shell of himself. He's just a throwing quarterback right now, and he's not good at throwing.
This one's tough, too. Chargers at the Chiefs, divisional game. Chiefs are 4.5-point favorites. Dude, I don't know, man. Like,
go Chargers, go.
It's like I don't want to fade Kansas City because I feel like they're gonna just get a win here or there. But Chargers coming off the overtime win, Kansas City coming off an embarrassing loss. I can't fade them 2 weeks in a row, Jeff. I'm going back to the well. Kansas City at home.
No, I already picked the Chargers. I already said go.
They lost to fucking the Texans last week, bro. Come on, I know Texans are good, but Andy Reid is like, dude, fuck this. We're not going. I'm not coming off a loss going home. Nah, dude.
Listen,
I could see.
I want Kansas City to lose every fucking week.
Sure, that's fine. So I'll get this one. Bills.
Yeah, go Bills.
Go Bills.
Yeah, that's an easy one for us.
Washington, New York divisional game. Ooh,
Washington.
This is a tough one.
My survivor pool.
This is a tough one. I know because they don't know. You don't know what Washington you're going to get.
I'm going with the Giants. Jackson.
And Jaden played last week.
Yeah, and they looked like fucking dog shit,
dude. Tell me why Terry McLaurin had 7 points in the first quarter and finished with 7. I swear to God, dude. It's infuriating watching this team, and you have a number one. Mariota found the guy. He had 25 points.
Listen, hey, I also said on one of the first podcasts before the season started, I said Washington's not making the playoffs this year. I said.
Oh, I faded Jaden already. I faded him in a future.
I faded that whole team, and I had said, just because they went to the NFC Championship game last year, they won 6 of their last 7 games by single digits. I said that's not.
I faded that motherfucker.
They needed to lose one of those 6 or 7 games.
Giants 2.5-point favorites. That's crazy. Well, not really. They're home. No, that's honestly what I expected the Patriots to be. So that's not crazy at all. Give me, dude. Look at this. Look at this line movement. Hold on. We didn't talk about this. Patriots are now 1.5-point favorites on here. Okay, that makes more sense. Did something happen? I have to look into that line after this. Give me I want to take the Giants at home, but I've picked a lot of home teams already.
I'm checking this one now. I'm going to check what that's DraftKings. Yeah, DraftKings. No, DraftKings had the Bills as 1.5-point favorites.
But let me
check ScamDuel real quick.
Check them real quick. We're gonna switch over here to Bills.
That's well, we already know the next game is Vegas versus Philly. I think we're both.
No, we're not there yet. We're on Giants.
I already took the Giants.
You took the Giants?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna fade you on that one. I'll take Washington.
All right, I'll take the extra win.
It's a fucking pick 'em at that point.
On ScamDuel, it's still 1.5-point for the Bills.
Okay. So that's weird.
So should we find Caesar Sports or Fanatics Sports? Or something?
Now it's making me question these odds now.
It don't fucking matter.
Vegas
Bills by $1 billion. I don't give a fuck.
Vegas at Philly. Philly bounce back. I told you I'm never picking Vegas at this point, dude. They can lose. They got 2 wins.
Sure?
They got 2 wins.
Well, if you were down 8 points in the
then I'd have to start picking for fucking
the Vegas.
Or I'd just start. Yeah, you're right. I don't know. I don't know what I would do.
Pick the games first. Like I'm picking against you.
Yeah, I just let you go every time.
Other pick.
New York Jets at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Tough game. Jacksonville's 13-point favorite. Why? Oh, is Tyrod? I think Tyrod's hurt, dude. Hold on, they got to go back to field.
Oh, yeah, I barely won my work league last week. I won by 2 points. I had Tyrod as my quarterback because I had Brock Purdy and Jackson Dart on a bye last week. So I was hemming and hawing over fucking J.J. McCarthy or Tyrod Taylor. I was like, well, J.J. McCarthy looked like shit last week when he got shut out, and Tyrod looked okay the week before, and they're playing the Dolphins, who aren't good. No. Give me Tyrod. -2, concussion, out of the game. See you fucking later.
Give me Jacksonville.
Yeah, I already circled.
We don't even know what the quarterback. Now, this would be a tough spread game because 13.5 is a wild number in the NFL.
I would take the spread in this one. I would take
New York with the spread?
With the 13.5.
Without knowing who the quarterback is? I'd have to wait. But the line will move as soon as they can.
Little faith I have in Jacksonville. But here's a consistently good team.
But here's the thing, though. As soon as Tyrod is confirmed, that line will move to like 10 or 9, dude. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
It'll move. Arizona at Houston, we already know.
Yeah, Houston.
We already know. Is that a divisional game? Are they the same division?
None of those are divisional games. The only one that I've seen so far is
I'm retarded.
City,
yeah,
Buffalo.
Arizona, Houston. I'm like, wait a minute.
Word. I hate that. I absolutely hate that word.
I know, but it's part of the vocabulary, unfortunately.
Get rid of it.
Yeah. Green Bay, Denver.
Green Bay, Denver. I got to go Denver. I don't know why Denver's an underdog in this game. They've got a lights-out defense. I understand their offense isn't the greatest, but Green Bay's isn't either. And I think Denver's defense is better than Green Bay's defense. I also think Denver's offensive line is better than Green Bay's defensive line. I think Green Bay's defensive line is what was I going to say here? I like Green Bay, like Micah Parsons. So Green Bay's defensive line is better, but Denver's secondary is better. And I think that's what's going to shut down the Green Bay offense. And I think it's going to be the secondary. And I think I trust RJ Harvey more than I think Josh Jacobs.
Nope. I'm taking Green Bay.
I'm taking Denver in this one. And plus, it's so hard to play in Denver. Dude, Mile High is not a joke, man. 3,000 feet above sea level. If you're not used to playing in that, non-divisional opponents, man, it's so hard to play in.
We're fading Weatherman Boars over here.
Weatherman, that's not weather, that's facts.
We're fading.
That's facts, man, Boars.
I'm taking GB.
You're taking me?
I'm taking GB.
All right, you're taking me, dude. All right.
Detroit at the Rams. Rams getting 5.5. Yeah, the Rams at home.
Getting 5.5?
No, they're laying 5.5.
I'm taking the Rams on this one. Detroit hasn't looked good. They've lost back-to-back games.
No, they beat the Cowboys last week.
You're right, they did. I'm thinking Thanksgiving they lost to Green Bay. Detroit just hasn't been as consistent as they have been. Honestly, I'm taking the Rams, who are right now the number one team in the entire NFL. You want to fade me? Fade me. I don't care. I'm taking the Rams at home. They're such a good fucking team this year. If Puka Nacua doesn't go off, Devontae Adams is going off. Kyron Williams still looks good. Blake Corum.
I'm not fading this time.
Blake Corum looks
Give me the Rams. Give me the Rams. Carolina, New Orleans. Give me Carolina off the bye. New Orleans got a big win last week. They're on a high. Carolina off the bye. Now, I could see New Orleans winning this game.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
This is only Carolina by 2.5. Honestly, you could take New Orleans plus money here if you just went money line, or you could take them with the points. But I'm getting Carolina off the bye. Rico Dowdell, because I need him to have 85 points this week. Go Panthers. You taking Carolina?
Yeah, I want to take the Saints. I really do.
Go ahead, dude. You can lock battle this.
Because it's gonna be, we talked about this last year. And
this divisional game.
This was last year's conundrum with me. It was Atlanta. I said, you know what? Atlanta's gonna win a game, and they beat Carolina. Actually, was it Carolina?
Carolina.
And they ended up beating Tampa Bay week 17. I said, you know what? They're gonna lose to Atlanta, but they're gonna go in and beat Tampa Bay, and that's exactly what happened. I think Carolina is starting to turn it around. I'm taking Carolina in this one.
I already circled San Fran because we fade Tennessee off a win, and San Fran.
Tennessee should not have
they're
won
going to the West Coast, dude. So yeah,
Tennessee should not have won.
Here it is, man.
Seattle.
Here it is.
Done deal. I don't give a fuck.
Here it is,
bro. You taking Indy?
I'm taking Indy with 14 points, but could I sprinkle the money line here? Can I sprinkle the money line? Can Phillip Rivers do the impossible?
No. Dude, yeah.
We're taking Indy with Phillip Rivers. We're sprinkling the money line.
Oh, my God. You're getting fucking dumb, dude.
No, that's a smart pick there.
You're taking fucking Indy on the pick'ems?
Yes. They're going to hand the ball off to Jonathan Taylor 85 times.
Do you know how good Seattle's defense is? Seattle's the second best team in the NFL. You think they would beat Daniel Jones?
They might.
And they're going to beat Phillip Rivers. Bro, you're fucking
this is it.
high right now.
This is it. We're trusting in Rivers. Bro, we trust.
Are you sure this isn't 9.4%?
Two of them. We're at 12% after you have two of them, right? You got to add the percent. I don't know how that works.
Half too.
Minnesota at Dallas Sunday night game. God, Minnesota shocked us both. We both lost that Minnesota bet last week. I'm fade them. Dallas awful.
Here.
Yeah, Dallas. Off a win too, coming home, and then the Monday night matchup: Miami at Pittsburgh. Pitt getting 3. Damn. I kind of want to take Pittsburgh on this one.
I'm taking Miami right off the bat before you even make a pick.
Okay.
I'm taking Miami. If you want.
What's the thought on that one?
Miami's actually playing good. They're 6-7. They have the same record as the fucking Chiefs. Miami was like 2-5 at one point. They're now 6-7. They've gone 4-2 in the last 6 games. They actually look like a decent team. And the main thing is they're not letting Tua hang on to the ball. They're either getting quick dump offs or they're handing the ball off immediately.
Well, Devon Achane got hurt last week.
Yeah, and did you see the guy that's taking over?
Jalen Wright.
Yeah, he had 20 carries for 100 plus yards.
Miami can't play in the cold. Give me Pittsburgh at home, baby.
That's fine.
Give me Pittsburgh at home. That's an easy one. That's an easy one right there. Pittsburgh coming off a win in Baltimore and then coming home to beat a fucking warm weather team. Get that shit out of here. That's the easiest fate of my life.
Those are good observations.
Yeah.
But the problem I have is Pittsburgh is so fucking inconsistent. You are drunk when you're fucking moving your hat backwards, bro. When you're moving your hat, when you're showing that fucking bald ass head of yours live on stream, and you're like, "Let me move my hat backwards."
Anyways, let's get our picks.
Yeah, I already got mine. I got Bijan Robinson +4 receptions for tomorrow.
I knew you were going to go with that because that was my backup. I have 2 picks because
I wanted something with Atlanta, and I was like, Tampa Bay. It's so going to be hit or miss. Either Mike Evans is going to be really fucking good, or he's going to be a decoy.
Here's my picks, and I'll probably go with the second one if the first one doesn't pan. If he doesn't play, but it was a Mike Evans. I took Mike Evans under 53.5. If he plays,
he's playing.
Okay, let's say he plays. How effective is he going to be? They're not throwing deep passes to him.
That's what I mean.
But watch this, though. This is wild here.
Okay.
So 53.5, I think, is a little too much. They could target him in the red zone. I think he's always a good red zone threat, right? So he ends the game with like 30 yards, whatever, and a touchdown. Baker, over 218.5. So Baker, all weapons back?
Yeah.
Even if Evans isn't a part of the offense, it opens up the pass game a little bit more. McMillan, you got Ibuka now has free space again. We haven't seen this complete team in a long, and even Godwin's back. You haven't seen a team like this yet. So now Baker has all options.
And you got
Bucky's back. So this is the healthiest the team's been all year. So I'm gonna take Baker on his over. That'll probably be the more likely play. Okay. I don't mind the Evans under. He sounds like he is playing, but like those are both good bets for me, but I'm going to lean towards the Baker over 218. All weapons back. He can check down to Bucky. He can throw to Godwin. He can throw to Ibuka. He can throw to McMillan. He can throw to Evans. Like, he's got his weapons now where you can look at, this is last year Tampa now almost.
Yeah.
Plus Ibuka.
Right, you're right. Ibuka's so fucking good.
So, yeah, dude. I like it. And I did like the Bijan because that was my third pick was going to be Bijan catches. Yeah. That was my third pick.
I have to. Dude, like, 2 catches was negative 700. I was just like, all right, well, what's 400? It was like negative 155 negative 155. I was like, okay, we're getting to that point where it's borderline. It's probably going to happen. I don't want to talk about the Sabres.
I got it up.
No,
too late.
Dude,
I'm already putting the screen on. We're switching over to the Sabres, dude. Here it is. Hey, they're coming off a win here.
They were up 3-0. They almost blew it. Edmonton scored their third goal with a second left in the game.
Here it is. He's talking about him.
Bro, oh my God. I said I wanted them to go 4-1-1 in this 6-game road trip to really cement themselves as a team that's actually trying to improve. After they lost to the Calgary Flames the other day, the opposing broadcasters were talking about how the Sabres have basically no fucking balls at this point. They're so bad. They're like, they have good pieces on their team, but they don't have a good culture.
But they haven't had balls in fucking years, dude. That's the thing. You're missing the grit. You're missing that like toughness of the team.
He's supposed to be that, and he hasn't done a fucking thing when he's been healthy.
Look at dude. You got one guy who's
you got Tage Thompson throwing.
I saw that.
Fighting,
I saw that.
And he shouldn't be fighting. I understand he's 6'7".
No, that was because he got laid out by that guy. Like last year or whatever.
Was that the same guy?
It was the same guy.
I didn't know that.
It was a revenge play, but you're right.
And they were getting smoked that game.
So Sabres 12-14-4 on a year.
They were 11-11 before they went on this road trip.
That's what I'm talking about, dude. Like, and we
got to stop with these fucking road trips.
It's the droughts of last 10 were 5-5, which isn't terrible, but it's the fact that like you got to start stringing wins together, and this is a tough.
The problem is our last 4 were 1-3.
We are.
So we were 4-2 going into this fucking road trip, and now we're fucking 1-3.
Here's the thing:
in 6 games.
The Canucks. That I chalked that as an L, and I chalked the Kraken as an L on Sunday.
The Kraken's a good team.
I think the Canucks are a good team too, aren't they? Or they fallen about? Where are we at with the Canucks here? Western down here. Oh, they suck.
Wow, they're 11-16.
Okay, they're worse than us,
bro. Even Kraken are 11-10. If we don't win these 2 games,
these are winnable. I thought they were way better than that.
If we don't finish the road trip 3-3,
dude, this is so disappointed. This is like bizarro world where the Ducks are in first and the Canucks are in last.
Bro, did you see the Ducks last night?
They won in overtime.
Did you see how they won in overtime?
No.
They scored a goal shorthanded with 0.1 seconds left. I'm going to show you this picture. I'm going to show you this picture real quick.
Goat. That's what I'm saying, dude. I can look. I'm gonna pull it up on the stream too here.
Look at this. The Ducks won that game. Look where the fucking Ducks defender is. He's just outside of the Penguins' blue line, and they still won that game.
So that was a tie it, and then they went into.
Yes, they won. They won in overtime.
Shootout, I think they won a shootout, actually.
I don't know what it was, but I just know the Ducks won that game. It's just like 0.1 second. Not 1 second.
Got it. They got it.
Short-handed. Unreal.
Look at this. 19, 10, and 1 leading the Pacific, dude. This is the year of the Ducks.
Avalanche have finally lost another game in regulation. They've lost 7 in overtime, but they've only lost 2 in regulation.
Oh, they were down to 1, yeah.
They had 1 last week, so they've lost
That's a tough team right there, man. They're always in it. The best part of this is, I think Mackenzie Blackwood is their goalie.
He just got hurt last night. He got ran in the shootout.
He was the Sharks goalie a year ago, and the Sharks have a perennial terrible team. And that just goes to show you plug in one of the worst teams' goalies into the best organization, and you have a winning goalie all of a sudden. You'll never see Mackenzie Blackwood with the record that he has now on any other team.
They have the Woods as their goaltenders. They have Blackwood and Wedgwood.
They have Wedgwood, too?
They have Wedgwood and Blackwood, and they're both phenomenal. You can plug and play both.
Yeah, Preds.
Bro.
Shootout.
Yeah.
No, that was a shootout.
That was a shootout, though.
Oh, so it was an overtime. They must have lost an Islanders.
Oh, Island Friday. Yeah, so last week. So that was the day after we had our. So last week, because I talked about it last week, how the Avalanche only have 1 loss, which is incredible.
God damn it. So back to the Sabres. Yeah, man. And I told my dad this earlier today. I'm like, I can't watch them right now because they don't string together enough wins. Win 4 games, and I'm gonna start watching you. You need to win.
Game. We got the tickets for that.
Oh yeah,
game.
we are going to that game. But string some wins together, dude.
So January 15th is retro night or whatever with the 05-06 team.
Oh, nice.
Max Afinogenov is gonna be there that night. I text my cousin. I was like, hey. Do you think Max could suit up for 18 minutes for us? I'm like, dude, we need fucking something at this point. Like, we need some
trash.
And it's crazy. Josh Doan has looked phenomenal. He was an add-on in the Paterka trade.
Why is this thing? I'm literally out of the camera every goddamn time.
I think we're budging the fucking table.
I think we are too. Dude, I was like, now I'm definitely out of the...
It's right at me, dude. Hey, what's up, YouTube?
Get out of here, dude.
Like and subscribe, brother. You just pulled me out. All right. On that note, I think we should wrap this up.
Yeah, dude. We're at 1 hour and 37 minutes here. No big deal. It's a long podcast. Thanks for watching on that one. There's so fucking much going on right now, dude. And honestly, I'm not even too drunk either. It's just it was a good podcast. We had a lot going on here. Good buzz. All right, guys. With that, I'm Mikey D.
I'm Jeff.
We out of here.
Go Bills.
It's the Bears and Buffalo Show.